Hi everyone, this is Esther Camacho with the McAllen Public Library, and welcome to another genealogy research tip, online resources for Hispanic genealogy. Now today I'm just going to cover 3 online resources that are available to you. The World Gen Web, the Mexico Gen Web project, the Gary Felix, the Genealogy of Mexico website, and the Longoria Alcala family website and database. Now the Mexico Gen Web project, what I like you to focus on is one that's called Mexico Research Guides. Now this isn't so much genealogy as it is history. Now it'll have information about the history of Mexico, about the history of some of the states in Mexico, and all you do is click on it. Really interesting to read. When you look at some of these states, you'll encounter some uprisings from the indigenous people, some conflicts that were going on, just some basic history that you can actually use with your family stories. So it is very informative to have that background information as to what's going on. It has a section for maps. Now it's going to take you to different links, but it has the Perry Castañeda Library map collection that you can look at, the Mexico Railroad map, and the David Rumsey map collection, especially the Mexico maps. And a section for the societies and associations. Now these isn't a complete list, but it lists some of the main ones that are out there. And definitely do go visit their website and look at the information that's there. It's up to you if you want to join them or not, but look at what they have, see what projects they're working on, what they've completed, what they have published, what someone's working on. Sometimes you'll have an article about a particular family that could be your family that they're talking about. So definitely look at the website and see what they have. Now the Gary Felix, the Genealogy of Mexico, this has been out there for quite some time, but it's got a lot of information. It really talks about the conquistadors, their expeditions, and some early settlers. So when you look at it, you've got a homepage, and then you've got the Cortez A to E. That means last name A all the way to the last name with E. And then you've got a New Spain A to B that you can look at. And also like a surname research, so you can just go right here and put in and look at the surnames that are there. You look a little bit closer and say you're going to select one, and I select Yonate A to Z. And it's going to give you some information about his expedition as well about him. You get a little brief biography about him, where he's from, who his parents are, who he married, how many children they had. So you have this brief, small little section of a lot of information. Of course, it has a link to another biography of him. So definitely look at this information. And then you also have a list of men who were part of his expedition. It's going to list them in alphabetical order, and this is great to look at because you'll read this and you'll get a little glimpse of what that person was. Like, for example, Juan Alonso. He was a soldier. He was the son of Juan Mendez, a native of the city of Seville, of good stature, heavy bearded, 24 years old. What do they mean by heavy bearded? Is it long? Is it just thick? I mean, let your imagination go wild here. So look at this and you're going to find out, who had armor. Did they have armor for themselves? Their horses. Sometimes it might list a family member that they're with. So definitely look at this information. The Longoria Alcala family. Now this is a fantastic place to visit. It's under RaulLongoria.net. And they had been working on this for a long time. And so it is something to definitely look at because it is a big database. And if you look on the left, it gives you your introduction, your genealogy, the database, a surname list, a name index, and so forth. So it's going to have some information for you. And it's really good to go in there and look at it. You just go to the top left, and it's the same of what we've seen. You have a surname list, a name index. What's great about it, he does have sources. And it's very, very detailed. You really need those sources. So that's very important to always document and say where you got this information. And he does that. And this is a huge database because it has over 13,000 names in here. So it does tell you a list of all surnames on this site, a list of all names on this site, all the sources, and his contact information. So definitely do not pass this up. You may not have a Longoria or an Alcala family member, but this branches to so many different branches that your surname will probably be listed in here. So thanks for watching. Please add a comment below and to like us on Facebook. So next time on Genealogy Research Tip, quick tips on ancestry. That's going to be on November 8th, 2020. This is Esther Camacho with the McAllen Public Library. See you next time.